I think we need to understand that we may not have billions of dollars, but we have 24 hours a day. And this is always, I'm telling our students that you are richer than Warren Buffett, because we know that Warren Buffett is an investor. He's one of the most important figure in investment world. So I think when you are millionaire, billionaire, good for you. Invest million there, invest couple million here. You're going to make from the one, you're going to lose from another one. It's fine. It's a game for you. But when you don't have money, I think you should look at your time as an investment, because I'm 100% sure that everybody would agree with me that in terms of how much time that we have, generally, I'm talking about younger population, you guys are much, much, much richer than Warren Buffett. Because when time comes for those people, with their money, they can buy island, they can buy private jet, they can also buy politicians, but they can't buy a single minute. Therefore, just understand that when you have money, you can buy anything you want, except one thing, time. Treat your time as the biggest investment in your life, and you spend your time accordingly. I have 24 hours a day. Where do I want to invest my time? And the problem is when people, they want to spend, for example, $24,000 in Toyota Corolla, what they do? Let's say people want to buy a car, a used car in the United States right now is becoming like $24,000. And what they do, most people have Excel sheet. They have sophisticated calculation. They compare the gas mileage, durability, usability, this and that, the package, the sunroof, the moonroof. So why? Because they want to make sure that every single penny that they spend in terms of money, they get maximum in return on investment. But most people would agree with me, if just worst case scenario, you lost 24,000, can you make it back? Yes, we can always make money back. But when the problem is, you have 24 hours a day, and whether you live 100 years old, 120 years old, maximum, every single minute that's gone, it's gone. You can lose money, you can make it back. You lose time, you can never make it back. The most important currency in life, it's not money, it's your time. Therefore, regular, ordinary people, if you're not billionaire, just assume that you are billionaires because maybe you have billions of, millions of minutes that you can spend. Look at your time as investment, and where do I get most in terms of return on investment in my time? So now what I do is I have a simple dumb rule I call caveman strategy. You don't have to be sophisticated. You don't have to be a McKinsey consultant to make a good decision. Here's a single question I ask myself. If I want to do something, means that it requires time. Simple question I ask about myself as a believer. I'm going to do this. This is going to take me XYZ time, whether it's 1 hour, 1 day. I would say, is this activity that I'm going to perform good for my here, or is that good for my hereafter? What does that mean? Good for here means that, am I spending my time efficiently in useful stuff? Am I learning coding? Am I reading a business book? Am I gaining a more skill set, competence? Am I spending quality time with my family? Am I working out in the gym because it's good for here? It's good for this world. It's making me more successful, more competent, happier person in this world. But the thing is, also, if it's TikTok, if it is Facebook, if it's Instagram, if it is like useless stuff, when you ask that question, it is not making you a better person. It is not making you a more competent person. It is not making you a more knowledgeable person. Therefore, stop doing it. It's not good for you here. And sometimes we do the things has nothing to do with here. It has something to do with hereafter. The most believers, whether you're Christian or Jewish or Muslim, helping some volunteer work, reading Quran or Bible or Torah, whatever, you do worship and you're doing for hereafter. It's good. It's good for you. Do it. It's not wasting your time. I would rather, for example, for a Muslim spend their time in masjid or a Christian spend their time in church. It's better than spending time in Tinder. It's better than spending time in TikTok. So now you're making the decision before you're spending your time. You're saying, is this good for here or hereafter? If it's good for here, do it. If it's good for hereafter, do it. But if it's not good for here, not good for hereafter, skip it. Simple rule. You're going to be super successful if you follow a simple rule for next 1 year. Because not next 1 month, for the next 1 year. Because that's going to become your behavior. Then for the rest of your life, you will be extremely rich in terms of, just like Warren Buffett. They're making so much money. He's making so much money on his investment. So you're going to make so much money in your investment as well. That investment is time. The most expensive currency that you have is time. Remember, billionaires, they can buy island, they can buy private jet, they can buy politicians. They cannot buy a single minute, but you have it every single day.